What's up, people? What happened? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we up to? What are we up to? Yayan, I don't like you until this fucking playoffs is over, and then I'm not gonna like you for a few weeks after until I get over it. So I don't like you right now. I'll be honest with you. It does feel like a Saturday. I'm with you. Tone show just ended. Okay, maybe I'll tell him to come in here. Today is my Saturday. Yo, Mo, we got to get this Mo versus Yayan or Low heavy bag. We're gonna call it heavy bag battle. We got to do it. Maybe even fucking E-Rock will jump in. We got to get this heavy bag battle. Who's going to be the inaugural? Has to be you, Mo, because you show no fear. These other guys are a little nervous, I think, to show their bag skills. What up, Mike? Thanks for the show. Perfect timing. Just went into lunch break. Of course. What do you do for work? Warren from Texas. Moon landing was fake. Some people think that. Oh, that was funny. That was good. You gonna get the bag? Mo versus Yayan. What do we think? That'll be the first ever heavy bag battle. I'm gonna throw cake. No offense, Yayan. I'm gonna throw cake on Mo. I think Mo's gonna get you. I'm gonna throw cake on Mo. That's what I like about Mo, man. Mo's bag work shows everything you need to know. He moves. He pushes through being tired. He throws volume. He mixes in power shots. I don't think you can fuck with Mo, but do you have the balls to try? I wonder if Plant uses his inside game during this fight. Would love to see it. Well, he had to do that because he couldn't fuck with what's his face? Porn mustache. McCumbie's outside. McCumbie's leaping punches and his outside and his rangy, awkward shots. Caleb just was having problems with it for some reason, so he had to switch it up. Yeah, you suck. FedEx delivery. Thanks for asking, Marco. Appreciate the content. You're the man. Appreciate you. Is that FedEx? That's a union job, right? Is that a union job? Because if it's a union job, shit, you're way better off than I am. I'll tell you that. Zdravej, Velizar. Zdravej. Or should I say, Leka nost? Well, not Leka nost, but Leka nost means good night. Good night, but in Bulgarian, like good night, like you're going to sleep, like goodbye. Not good evening. Tell me, see me real life. No, I'm kidding. Mo pretty good. You should fuck with Mo. You don't think if Alexis? It should be. The whole name. Pump fakes being federal. That's whack. So you don't get those union benefits. Dirty bastards. Dirty bastards. What's good, David? What's good, David Bobbitt? Yo, you were almost David Bobbitt. Wasn't that Lorena Bobbitt's son? Wasn't that his name? David? I think it was. How ironic. You almost got your shit chizopped. Chizzity choppity. Those of you who don't know, David Garcia was cheating on one of his girls. She found out and she tried to cut his baloney off. Literally, she tried to cut it. So the test says elevated levels of testosterone. Is that what it said? It says something about T levels, which isn't PEDs necessarily, if that's what it said. Good night, Leka Nosh, yes, but it's too early. Right, like a nosh. How do you say like good evening though? I don't like you say dobry den, which is good day. How do you say good evening? There is no good evening in Bulgarian, is there? I don't think there is. We need to stop putting the blame on Reynoso. Mungia cheated. Well, what was the test though? We're talking about it. What before we all give opinions? TRT. What's that? Testosterone? Before we give opinions, we have to know what he popped for because Arthur Beterbiev, if you remember, came in above the normal range of testosterone levels. But it wasn't a dirty test because there's reasons for that that could be natural, right? Some dudes just have higher T levels above whatever the range that that lab provides. Each lab has its own range. Keep the previous ones okay. Добр вечер. Добр вечер. Damn, that's right. Забравих. Слушай, не говоря с никой по-български, освен майка ми, ама почти никога не вижда майка ми. Тогава, translation, почти никога не говоря български. I don't be speaking Bulgarian much, so I forgot what the fuck you want from me. But the thing with me is, when you're fluent, you might forget words, but the second you hear them, I know what they mean. So you can jumpstart me very easily. What up, Ray? Stay blessed. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to get these business deals going. Get myself out of fucking debt and out of whatever you want to call it. Destitution. So no food trucks are putting TRT on meat. Well, what's TRT? I gotta look it up. I think it's just testosterone. Testosterone replacement therapy. Oh. Which is what I did. Those of you who don't know, I have experience with TRT. I had a stomach issue. Long story, I was prescribed really strong, really long-term antibiotics that destroyed all of my stomach biome, my gut biome. You guys, I don't know if people are familiar with that. People don't realize this, but your stomach, your gut produces 90% of the neurotransmitters to your brain. People don't realize this. It's not your brain produces 10%. Your gut produces 90% of your serotonin, your dopamine, your melatonin, the shit that makes you sleep, the shit that makes you feel good, the shit that eases fear, stress, all that. So I took some that killed my stomach, fucked up all my neurotransmitters, fucked me all up, right? And I don't even want to get into it. It was the worst thing I ever went through. But anyway, partially also my testosterone was actually okay when they tested me, but my estrogen was very, very low. Apparently, men should have low estrogen in men can be a sign of low testosterone. And I also had another thing called binding globulin, which also has something to do with the testosterone binding. So basically, while my body was producing normal testosterone, the other transmitters were indicating that my body wasn't actually using and utilizing the testosterone. So it was producing it and then just not being used. So they put me on TRT. And by the way, it did nothing. The shit, I think I told you guys, that shit made me, all it did was make me fucking angry. Like, when I'm telling you angry, like I literally had to stop myself from punching my wife square in the face. That's how mad I was getting. And I've never hit a woman. Well, I had a couple fights when I was like a fucking elementary school. Not even a fight, but whatever. In general, as an adult, I've never hit a woman, never even thought about it. I wanted to throw my fucking mother-in-law through the sheetrock, and I remember wanting to punch my fucking wife in the face. Like literally really wanting to. And I remember that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh, that's just fucking TRT shit. It was just making me super angry, but it gave me no benefits. But I also wasn't boxing, so maybe that would help. If you're angry, you're going to keep going. So fuck it. It probably would help in boxing. At the time, I wasn't training. Roid rage is, yo, I'm telling you, Ray, I was fucking, like, she started arguing with me. I remember picking up I think it was the blanket and throwing it at her, but on the floor. Because I don't even throw shit. We don't throw shit at each other. We're not like that. Like, we're not. And I remember I was ready to throw it at her, and at the last minute, I threw it like on the floor. And I remember just being like, and then wanting to punch her, like literally visioning punching her dead in the face. And I've never felt that way. Like, yo, look, women get us all crazy, right? We all want to choke them sometimes and shake them, but this was a feeling I've never had, like a different level of what I wanted to do to this woman. You know what I mean? I've never felt that way before. So I knew, and I was like fucking going off on her moms, like, yo. So I get how that'll help in fighting. Now that we're talking about it, that shit will make me an animal. And you know what's funny? 2 injections. That's it. 2 weeks I did it. You're supposed to inject it. That's another thing, which was weird. I had to inject myself in the ass, which I've never done. I didn't like it. Once a week. I did it twice. That's it. And I was like, fuck that. After 2 injections, I stopped. Shit, Ostarine, I don't think makes you that angry. Yeah, afterwards. Yeah. When I figured, because she was like, what's wrong? Even her mom was like, I've never seen Marco so mad. And I had to apologize to her mom. Like, I'm sorry. I think it's this testosterone shit that I'm on. Like, because, it wasn't, you had moments. Here's what it would do. It wouldn't just keep me angry all the time. When something would annoy me, it took it from being a little annoying to like explosive annoying. It would just heighten shit. So it didn't make things annoying that weren't, but it heightened everything. Heightened it like the Incredible Hulk gamma ray type shit. No, but I started getting nervous. I was getting tits. I don't know if that was in my head. I remember looking down, I'm like, am I getting tits? I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm stopping this shit. Shot in the booty is tutti frutti. I just told the story, man. I had a medical issue and the doctor prescribed it. They thought it would help me, but it did not. It wasn't steroids. It was, TRT therapy is legal. It's not legal if you're boxing, obviously, but it's legal for like the earth. What up, MB? Learning some Bulgarian. Hello, excuse, and how are you? No, fucking smartass. I've been bald way before that, and I only did that for 2 weeks. And if you get, that's fucked up. If you get bald from that, the second you stop taking it, your hair grows back. I believe. No, probably not, huh? You're in class? I appreciate you tuning in, but maybe you should be watching the fucking teacher so you don't fail. And then I got your Bengali parents cursing me out in Bengali. Yeah. I used to fuck with perks a lot back before it became an epidemic. Like me and my wife, we would split one, go out, like, you know what I'm saying, hang out, like just one though. And and I would only do that shit like once every couple weeks or whatever. But then it became an epidemic. I used to love those shits, but again, it's all about moderation. It's all about moderation. You do them once every few weeks, once a month, whatever. There's no way you can possibly get addicted. You know what I mean? And you can't. And I never drank on the shit because that'll fuck you up. So um, yeah, perks used to be my shit a little bit, or not perks, actually Vicodin. It's the same shit. But once the epidemic hit, I felt too fucking. I'd stop taking them because I felt weird. Plus, it was harder to get. Back then, doctors were just. I remember I went to the doctor. I forgot what it was. I was like, "Yo, I think my sinuses hurt." He's like, "Oh, you need something for the pain?" I'm like, "Okay." He gave me a tub of Vicodins, and I was like, "Jesus, that shit had me." I was good for like 2 years. Like, just every now and then, if I wanted to go out, I would give them to friends and shit. But it was different before the epidemic hit. People would use them like recreationally. What's up, Eric? Just seen a short with your face on it from the Boxing Voice. Well, which one is it? Put it in the chat. Maybe one of these guys can one of the mods can put it in. Hell yeah. Well, but Yeah, and I never did no hard shit in my life. So learn that. I never did coke. I didn't mind fucking with perks because I know that they were made in a lab, like it's safe, you know what's in it, you know what I'm saying? You use it. Like I'm the kind of guy who I could have done coke like recreationally because I'm not an addictive personality, but I didn't want to fuck with anything. First off, sniffing is I'm not doing nothing that I can't just eat. I'm not sniffing, I'm not injecting, I'm not smoking. It's just to me that's unnatural. Your body, we're not supposed to be sniffing shit. We're sure as fuck the lungs are not made for smoking. Um, and then all that other shit. Like if you don't know what's in it, nah, catch a fucking seizure. Yeah, I've tried about all the when I was in Arizona in college. Arizona when I was on the Arizona boxing team. So Arizona borders Mexico, and in Mexico you don't need no prescriptions. You could just buy any fucking medication. So dudes would go to Mexico, come back with Valiums, Special K, Percocets, all kinds of shit. So I tried a whole bunch of things, but I never liked the shit that makes me tired, like the Xanaxes. Like that to me, I felt like I was about to fall over and fall asleep. I'm like that was never fun to me. Should have taken. Well, that's what Special K is. I tried that once. That was big. That shit just put me. I just went right to bed. I'm like, why would you want to take something that makes you want to go to bed? How are you even having fun if you're sleeping? I didn't understand that. I'm not gonna label it on a specific race. Yeah, word. That's a very delayed, random thing to say, Velizard. But yes, I did. I was a trainer with Kevin Rooney. Floyd was a part of the Custom Auto Boxing Club. Floyd came up a few times. I might have met him only. Was it just once? It might have been twice. What's up, Starline? All money ain't good money. Crawford better drug test Canelo. I'm telling you guys, if anything, y'all should be worried about Crawford. Well, I guess not because Canelo's the one who popped 30, but Crawford's the one moving up. Fentanyl, nah. I was always too scared, like of hardcore pills, like Vicodin. Like I never even took. They had Vicodin, then they had the OxyContins. I guess the small ones that were fucking mad strong. I couldn't fuck with those. Those were too strong. I've always been a very balanced person, like I tell you guys. I don't mind feeling a little nice, little buzz, but the shit the way you're rocked out of your brains, nah, that was never for me. I wouldn't have fucked with fentanyl if it was around. Just like I didn't fuck with the OxyContins. And then when I did fuck with them, I'd cut them and take just a little teeny piece. And even though it was too strong for me, just the way that it would make me nauseous, I was like, nah, I'm not trying to. Some dudes they'll puke just to feel the high after. I'm like, no, if I'm puking first, I'm just not doing it. I've tried brownies and shrooms and Molly because Molly's ecstasy. So I've tried ecstasy back in the day. I've never tried pure Molly because I was already too old to be doing drugs when that came big. But shrooms and weed brownies, like I've never smoked weed. Well, I vaped once, but but I ate edibles before a bunch of times. Brownies and edibles to me are the same fucking feeling. They give me the same feeling. I don't really like it. You like it lasts too long. Everything's all melty. You start forgetting time. Nah, I'm too much of a control freak for that. Yeah, those sleepy pills are whack. Like, what? You just want to fall asleep? I know dudes who would fucking take Ambiens, couples, and then try and bang on Ambien and see who could stay awake. I'm like, what are you degenerate fucks doing? Like, I want to, if I'm up in it, especially when I was that age, I want to remember every second, maybe even put the video recorder there. I did that a couple times. That was ratchet. I recorded without them knowing. I set up and back then it was hard. You guys got to say I was a fucking ninja because it was camcorders. This wasn't my phone. A little now they make a fucking something the size of a pinhead that record. No, no, no. This was camcorders. I put the shit on and I covered it, or or I left it one time. I left it out. I left that out open because I'm thinking she saw it, but she would never think that I would be so blatant if I was doing it, right? And then right when I was done, I pulled out the plug. So because it had a red light, I covered the red light as much as I could. And then I remember after she asked me, she's like, "Yo, were you recording?" I thought I saw a red light. Oh no, she mentioned. I think I went to the bathroom. She went to check it, but I had pulled the plug out as soon as I was done because the plug was right by the edge of the bed. I pulled the plug out. So she probably went to check it and it was unplugged. Because she's like, yeah, I thought I saw the red light, but when I checked it, it wasn't. I was like, nah, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to just leave. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who's going to be so blatant? Of course he can't be recording, but I was. And I don't, you young guys, don't do that. If they don't know about it. Plus, you have to understand, back in my day, girls weren't as freaky. Girls today will fucking go on a Instagram live and let you bang them. Like back in my day, it was a little different. So I think, but be honest. Don't be like me. Be honest. CJ's whole house probably has cameras. He probably has cameras in the bathroom, dirty bastard. Women, yeah, they do now. I did, yo. I did. Just left it out in the open. I figured the blatant shit works. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's when they see something that's half hidden where they're like, what? But if it's just sitting there, it was just sitting there. All the T-ball recordings for space. T-ball? Don't know what that means. These kids nowadays, promethazine, codeine, cough syrup mixed with soda. We used to do something called whippets. Anybody in here know what a whippet is? CJ definitely does because he's around my age. Anybody know what a whippet is? And I tried it once. That wasn't my thing either. Your guy Mungia, East Side, he's taking that testosterone. Now, mind you, though, he could have had very low testosterone numbers. So he was just taking it to get within the normal range. So then this sparks the argument, well, if he's within the normal range, who cares if he's taking TRT? Because he's still within the normal range as a whole. You get what I'm saying? That could be the case here. So it might have not affected him. Yeah, he's not allowed to take it. Fine. But if it still keeps his numbers within the normal range, then who cares? If people his age, his weight are, let's say, 500, right? The 500 TRT, milliliters per whatever. And he was coming in at 250 before. Then he takes a TRT and he's coming in at 500 now. The dude he fought at 500, he has 500. Why does it matter that his is 500 because it was boosted? Why is he banging monsters? That's gross. Trans boxing and AI robot boxing? I don't know much about it, man. Nitrous, yep. Yep. It was basically these little gas things that they put on, I think, BB guns, right? And you suck in the nitrous oxide and it makes you feel high, apparently. They still do whippets? Oh, okay. Nexus. I'm familiar with Nextel. Oh, they are? Are you serious? What does that do to you? Because when I did it, I didn't feel anything. What's it supposed to do to you? Gives you like a head high, kind of? I tried it once, it didn't do shit, and I'm like, this is boring. I don't know, Eastside, you tell me. Tussie, I heard of pussy. I know Tussie. It's 2CB, look it up. Ooh, DMT. Yeah? What's it do to you, though? Marco, easy. He liked Wilder beats. Marco, easy kills. Huh? I got the white boy beating that ninja. Cornflake, let's go. I hope you didn't put any cake on that because you about to lose some Betty Crocker stock. That white boy is going to get fucked up. Unless he comes in drunk. Like I'm predicting Charlo could possibly come in a little altered. Never? I wasn't into it either, but I just wanted I did it like 3 times maybe. Nothing crazy. And the girl didn't know any of the times, which is fucked up. I wouldn't teach my son to do that, but only because my wife will get mad at me. Worst drug I ever had was salvia. Craziest 2 minutes of your life. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, mine was, I guess, like real when weed is just too strong. I can't. The edibles, nah. No, thank you. Charlo, not like that. What he do with Canelo? Um, that's a different Charlo. Will, do me a favor. And I know CJ is gonna love this. Before you talk, I need you to right now stop and
open your fucking ears, jackass.
That's a different Charlo that ran. He's fighting the older brother, the big Charlo. I know you were recording. That would have been great because guess what? First of all, you go viral. Second off, you fucking make money in a lawsuit. You got her red-handed. Literally red-handed because she has blood all over her hands. Your wee-wee blood. Nah, I can't watch dog fights. I can't fuck with dog fights. Nah. I love dogs. Can't fuck with dog fights. Marco wanted to watch his own movie. Hell yeah. We all guys watch porn, right? Sometimes. Wouldn't it be better to watch your own shit? That's on some like Caligula type, Oedipus type. I'll watch my own. That's how I don't want to stare at somebody else's shit. I'd rather stare at my own shit and then relive the moment and fucking do it that way. It's better than watching, isn't it? Wouldn't all of you rather watch your own shit than some random dude banging? I'm just saying. The Charlo fighting on Saturday is an alcoholic. Right. But we'll see. Weed is awesome. I don't really smoke all this new weed. I still smoke Pretendo, Chronic, Indo. Peep the last message. I don't see the last message, CJ. Just write it again, por favor. I tried to scroll up. I didn't see anything. Trying to teach the youth. What is this shit? Johnny can't read because he calls you Kalmempo. Johnny has problems with reading. What? That's nitrous? Yeah, I'm gonna play that. That's that's a giant whippet?
What's your name? Where you from?
Holy shit. That was like a scuba tank. That's all nitrous? What's that do to you? You thought about suing? Shit. You should. That's no joke. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't have been cheating, but come on. Punishment has to fit the crime. Did I say Oedipus? I thought I said Caligula. I said Oedipus? Ah, yeah, no, that's no good. I meant Caligula. I said Caligula too. Wow. So even better, it's one bigger brother was scared to fight because of the problems. His bitch up. I don't know, man. I think the white boy's gonna get stomped out, but I'm going for him. I'm going for Lamana, to be honest. But I don't think he's gonna win. A lot of people mad at Mexican fighters because Mungia. I mean, that's stupid. Record the session, put her in a French maid outfit, tie her up, bring another woman in, and tell them all to adjust. What up, Oval? CJ, oh, you already sent for the bobblehead. You guys want to run this bobblehead raffle? You want to get it? Because I got some good shit coming in. I got 3 different pairs of gloves coming in. I know the gloves are what I think kind of the dopest. You got the Hagler joints. Those shits are rare as, that's rare air. The cheapest version of nitrous is Duster. You think Plant is stopping? I don't know. Plant's not the hardest puncher. I know he knocked out Durrell with that, but he's going to win. Day doesn't without you. Pause. You're the man. Big Baby Miller pop for every PD under the sun. So obviously all black fighters are cheaters. There you go. That's what I'm saying. We don't wrangle cheaters by the race. I mean, everybody cheats. Andrew Galata never got caught. I don't give a fuck. I know I was on Nessa's show, and Nessa was like, he gets back acne, so that maybe he does. But when you got the muscles, when you look like Galata and you have back acne, it's usually an indicator. You know what I'm saying? But of course, the Galata never popped, so who knows? But again, I don't know enough about this. I've heard that you could easily cover up with steroids. You know, every now and then the shit slips through the cracks. But I heard you could cover it up. And if that's the case, then all these motherfuckers might be doing it. Everyone be sure to hit. Yeah, man, listen to Michael. Alexander Povetkin got caught cheating, and they erased 10 years of his fights for it. Jesus. They literally removed that from his record. You know what the funny thing is? We talk about this, right? There is no official record-keeping entity. There is none. Think about what I'm saying to you guys. In the NBA, what's the official record-keeping entity? Who has the final say? Who's the official? The NBA itself. NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, all that. They're the official entities because they're the leagues. In boxing, who's the official entity? There is none. BoxRec is the closest thing to it. The state athletic commissions are the ones that have the right to remove or deny. Okay, but there's not one database with all of them. The state athletic commissions probably only keep the ones in their state. Fucking boxing is set up like the United States. Like politics. It's set up like politics. Each state rules its own with his own rules. That's not united. That's not a league. There is nowhere where they keep all the boxing records in one consolidated database that's official. There's none. So who erased his 10 years? Who erased it? You telling me that if he fought in Russia, they erased it? I bet you they didn't. That's why I hope this league pops off, man. Met a baddie from NY yesterday, pulled up on her like, what's poppin', B? She probably turned right around and bounced. Because you were like, hey, fool, what's poppin', bae? Aye. As soon as you went, aye, she left. She was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm having a baby. You having a baby? You are a tranny. I knew it. Yeah, I heard a lot of fighters cheat, but it's about not getting caught. I heard that it's very easy to mask PEDs, right? But I don't know for sure. So I don't get caught up in this shit. I've also heard that most people take them. So if that's the case, why don't we just stop talking about it? Even playing field. Who's going to be the first two people to enter the heavy bag battles? Who's it going to be? Mo, you down? I can read. I was fucking joking because he was saying some negative shit about CJ. So, Yayan, do me a favor. Please. Let me find this one for you. Where is it?
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Buddha taught me not to respond. Good. You're still responding, though. I was talking to somebody about you. Because I was talking about how my son always has to respond, and you always have to respond. So, like, while you don't start, it's not your fault, you definitely make it worse. And prolong it. And facilitate it, in a way. CJ said nothing but talking about Buddha. He's a spiritual brother. See, jisms. The only way to win the game is not to play. Exactly. Speaking of Mo, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this bag. We're gonna do this heavy bag battle or what? We could do Mo versus Yayin, or maybe Mo versus Low. I'll get Low to send some shit in. What do we think? That'll be the champion. The inaugural battle. Then you get the belt. Whoever the two of you wins gets the belt. And this will also promote fucking fitness throughout the community. So you guys can go and get on that bag. I think it's a win-win. Word. Nitrous, don't help me. It just put me in a trance. Like, I'm talking about euphoria. I'm not talking about a man. Kanye West. You mean yay? If I met this motherfucker, I was like, good to meet you, Kanye. He goes, it's yay. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. If that's like when you meet a girl and I'm like, hey, Anna. She's like, it's Anna. I'm like, yeah, you're on some bullshit. Hey, Marco, it's weird. I don't find Robin. Huh? I do not understand that question. CJ from ELI. CJ from Auckland, fo. CJ's repping Crip and Pyru from Auckland, fo. Buster. Yayin. Yayin. Yayin, do you have a bag? We got to do it. I think Yayin versus Mo. And this way, Mo will be a one-time trivia champion and heavy bag battle champion. Be championing all you fools. Nah, he's from Auckland, fo. The Bay. Up near where Too Short. You guys hit your R's. Too Short. Hit those R's hard. You back come sunset. All right. So Sunday, I want you both. Remember the parameters of the rules. 1 round, and work it like you're fighting somebody. So you want to show this is going to be like a dog show. That sounds bad, but or like gymnastics. You want a full performance. So you're judged on everything, right? Not only punches, but speed, power, bulk of punches, right? Head movement, footwork, all that. It's your judge from fucking A to Z. And then we as a community, we look at both videos and we think, who would win if they were fighting each other? Who looks better? Who has better movement? Who's faster? Who's not getting tired? Output is important. I don't know what a hard R is. Is that some gay shit? I don't really. Oh. I mean, he's not funny anymore. I mean, that's for sure. He did. I'm clowning hoes like Patch Adams. Good luck to Yayin if he's implying he fights. No, not fighting. We're going to start something, Starline, called Bag Wars. You could enter too. Not Bag Wars, Bag Battles. You could enter too. The community, anybody who wants, they record themselves hitting a heavy bag for 3 minutes straight. No fucking cutting it. No tricky angles. No remixing. Greatest hits. Straight 1 round. 3 minutes. And you guys upload it to your YouTube channel. You can make it private if you don't want people to just randomly find it. We'll just play it here. And then I play both of them. And then the community votes basically who would win if they were in front of each other, not a bag. And we might even do something, right, where the community bets on it. Before it goes, they bet. I think Yayin's gonna take him. Or nah, I think Mo's gonna have Mo got that volume. That's what we're saying. All good. The Genie in Aladdin was funny. I couldn't fuck with Miss Doubtfire. I love Miss Doubtfire. I watched an episode of Saturday Night Live from its heyday, and it was trash. Well, what's its heyday? Like, what do you consider its heyday? Yeah, we did, man. But I don't know. It seems like you guys don't want to do it. So if you guys don't want to do it, not much I could do. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have that many community members. So if none of them want to fucking do it, then what is it? Fucking spam. I don't know why you sent me this MPO, but let's play. Is this some more racist shit that he's doing? What's happening here? Let's see.
You showed love. We don't apologize. We just showed love. All right. I love you, Turkey. I want to love you so good, Turkey. All Diddy. Together, I hold your hand like Crawford did. We don't.
I think he's trying to mend whatever happened, but you know what it is? I think Tio's a little socially awkward. That's what it is. I think he's one of those people that means, always says the wrong thing, but maybe means well. Doesn't really know how to approach. I don't know. What you guys think? Yeah, well, people got to want to enter it. CJ, man, would you ever get on the bag and enter the challenge, enter the contest? I don't know if he thinks it's funny, Wavy. I think he's trying to be funny and he's trying to apologize, but his ego seems like it won't let him fully just yo, my bad. I know you can make me mad money. Whatever happened, I shouldn't have done. That's what it seems like. We don't apologize. I love you. You should apologize. Yep. I'm with you, Starlion. Maybe. Well, we don't know what happened, but it sure looks that way. He's on shrooms. That could be too. That could be true too. Bro said, I want to hold your hand like Crawford. And then he said, all Diddy, and then he winked. He's wilding out. I'm telling you, am I the only one? Social awkward. He's socially awkward to me. That's what I'm getting from it. If I had a bag, I might indulge. I know boxing gyms in Vacaville, but not CJ. CJ. I'm going to have to call you out. You're a smart man. You know damn well you could find some fucking fitness club somewhere. You pay $10 or $20 for a day pass and record a video. Don't bullshit me. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. But don't say you can't find a bag. Guarantee you there's a fucking fitness LA or sports fitness club or some shit, no matter where you are, where there's a heavy bag somewhere that you could go in for and record. Come on. I don't believe that. Maybe. What up, Real? He's a bad boy? Yeah. But is he going to be sauced up, Malachi? I'm telling you, and I'm not even trying to be funny or trying to be controversial. I think there's a chance he might come to the fight slightly fucked up, inebriated, a few drinks. I'm not even playing. I think he has a problem. I think he's going through a lot of shit mentally, and I don't think he should be fighting. I think at 100, like you said, sober, yes, but I think those days are over. You'll see, Malachi, you're still a young kid. When you hit your 30s, life is different. Shit starts hitting you in a different way. You can't just go in the gym and I used to be you, Malachi. I guarantee you have days where you're angry, you hate life, you're mad, girls frustrated, whatever it is. You hit that gym, you feel great. Once you hit your 30s, the gym helps a little, but it doesn't erase the shit like it did when you were younger. And then you're forced to deal with shit and forced to go through shit. That's the stage of life Charlo's in. I'm 48 years old. I know all about this shit. I've been through everything. I would have to look. So look. Yeah, you could. Do it. You and Alberto. Well, Alberto would never do it, but you and Alberto, that's a good way to do it. Do the bag challenge. But he wouldn't. Why are you talking about sacks, Yayan? You talking about sacks? Like ball sacks? Fruity. Nah, man. This is a boxing room. Chill. Yeah, I didn't see the poster Tio put up on X. Tio versus. Yeah, I saw that. He also called him a what? What's a derogatory Muslim word? Spell it. Just I don't know. Maybe put it a star for one of the letters so we know. I don't know. I don't know any derogatory Muslim words. Marco, that's a terrible take. He's a professional. Okay, we'll see. Why do you think people are saying rum punch versus cornflake? I didn't make that up. I think it's possible. Again, I'm gonna give it 20%, but 20% is very low in life. But something like this should be 0%. So the fact that I think it's 20 is huge. Yep, I'm with you, Starline. I agree completely. It's funny. I know what sack means. I'm honest. Only ring I perform in is a pro wrestling one. I'll look into it. Okay. Charlo made the mistake of marrying a crazy broad and having kids by her. I don't know if it's a mistake. We are attracted to people for a reason. A lot of childhood shit. Nah, he never would. Ever. Ever. Ryan Garcia said he's going to do a live and come clean about stuff. Huh? Once you hit 30, you need a combo of things in the gym, therapy, fun, hobby. Yup. Yup. That's a fact. Factual. You're the kind of guy to fart in a car full of men to flirt with them. Ew. I'm curious how long will somebody try to troll me without responding directly? Y'all gotta pay me? I'll pay you with an ass whooping. We need Alberto and CJ to do battle the bag. That's what I'm saying. Hello, Johnny. Nice of you to finally check in, Johnny. You able to fit me in your schedule? You fucking jerk off. Just kidding. Alberto, he is not a fucking Dominican. Good Lord. You're right about that, Marco. It's all of childhood is stored in the subconscious mind. That's a fucking fact and a half. You know, what the fuck? Yo, you had dudes. We knew what you were doing. There's a lot of suggestions. I thought you might have been sewing the hairline back in. Like it maybe came loose and you sewed it, like literally threading. It's probably a toupee that I think you sew into the skin. You know, like how Wolverine had his bones coated with vibranium. I think it was all processed with you to get that hairline like that, but it looks good. Charlo acting like he got diddled as a kid. You know, Alberto is 13 years old. For sure. I don't know, man. Look, he could come out and look great. I'm giving him a 20% chance of showing up drunk. And when I mean drunk, I don't mean necessarily stumbling around like blah, blah, but like a little fucked up, a little buzzed. I'm telling you, and there's no way we're really knowing, I guess, but we might be able to see it. Yeah, you're always calling me a fake Mexican, but you lighter complexion than me. I don't know if you know that. You yellow than a motherfucker. Damn, Yayan. He calls you yellow. I'm going live tonight, 9 p.m. We'll jump on after. Yeah, we've heard that before, Johnny. Yo, I didn't even know Beck the Bully's fighting tomorrow. I never claimed to be Mexican, brother. He said you call him a fake Mexican. Johnny, there's been some very controversial conspiracies about your hairline. We need answers. Caleb Plant pressed the ish out of that weasel sex back. Did he? Can you show me? Put the fucking link. I'm cool with Ellie. Like I have his number. We've talked a couple times on the phone. I mean, we're not like friends, but acquaintances, peers, right? Chinese shows be 2 hours long. That's where I'm be. Okay, enjoy. It's natural. He uses natural horsehair. Just he sews in all natural horsehair. It's real horsehair. So yeah, technically it is natural. Yeah. I think the thing is dudes have grown up in the city don't have good social skills. Yup. You might be right. Give me the link. Let me see it. What up, Tone? Tony Tone, never leaving the girls alone. I'm black, not Mexican. What skin tone got to do with anything? He's just trying to fuck with you. Let's see. Let's see the plant video from my man Mo. Let's see. When did this happen? When did this occur? Not incur.
And ever since the video came in, I see what it is. That ain't right. Because with me, you know what I'm talking about. That's why you're shaking your head. Yeah. That's why you shaking your head. Yeah, man. We've been cool with that, man. That's right. You asked me to email you the video. I did that. You still ain't posted. No, you didn't. That's wrong, man. Be cool. You keep saying in the video, oh, I don't like, okay, let me wait. Don't none of these people think I ran away after I smacked Charlo. You're the only one. Why are you saying that? You know better than that. It's because you're trying to put me under the bus. You're
The man plant.
I don't like that shit. That's why you're shaking your head. Yeah, man. You know it.
Positive.
Okay.
What was that regarding? Yo, Ellie, I don't want to talk shit about him because I'm cool with him, but he looked very like weaselly guilty. Like he was scared. You could tell he was nervous. He was kind of trying to smile, but you could tell he knew that Plant had a point, but I don't really know what the fuck they were talking about. What were they talking about? What did he do? He said something about not posting a video I sent you. Could somebody sum up just in a few sentences what the fuck, what Caleb Plant was talking about? Like, what did Ellie do? All I heard, because it was not the best volume, because somebody was shooting it from far away. He was just talking about how, like, he sent him something, he didn't post it. The Charlo slap. What about it? Yeah. He explains it on the tweet. Okay, now I gotta look at the fucking tweet again. Now I gotta look at the tweet again. Mo. I don't know where the fuck the tweet is. Oh, here it is. The tweet. The tweet says, because he's a liar and a snake and goes out of his way to put together stories that make fighters look bad that aren't even true. That's not a journalist's job. He's a hoe. Had his heart beating out of his chest just from asking him why he would do that. Well, that doesn't really explain what happened. What was not true? Good content. Yeah, he can be very biased. He posted a clip that made Caleb look. What? What clip? What clip did he post? I'm asking what do you mean how didn't it? He's not saying what he posted. What did he post that was trying to make him look bad? What exactly? I'll fuck Caleb Plant up. Gets in my face. Probably not, but I would try if he got in my face. But I actually like Caleb Plant. Ellie was shitting bricks. Yeah, no, you could tell in his face he was nervous. Ellie is professional. Fucking search for it. Marco, great to see you on TV. Thanks, man. I got the comprehension skills of that WBC belt. Plant ran away from his life afterwards. So he said that Plant ran away for his life after that slap? That's what he said? Okay. See how easy that was, everybody? All you other clowns that didn't know the answer yourselves? Look how quickly and easily David explained it. So he must have posted the clip and then wrote, because the clip just shows what happened. He can't post a clip that makes him look bad. And Plant didn't run away. You saw what happened. Like, probably. Yeah, probably. I'll catch him, though. I'll fucking catch him. I'll tell you that. I'll hit him. I mean, he would definitely edge me out, but nah, man. You guys bring it up. That's the point of the community talking about it. Not just me Googling it and then we don't talk about it. Durr. That's what a host does. Gets everybody involved. And I'd like to see what post he's talking about, because I didn't see anything that made him look like he's running away. Maybe Ellie said that in the caption. Maybe he said it. That's one thing. But just putting a video out of what happened doesn't make it shows what happened, which is he slapped him. Charlo pretty much didn't do anything, and then that was it. He jumped back. Yeah, because he didn't know if the dude was going to swing on him. Why wouldn't he jump back? He was trying to like just get one lick back to even the score, and then if it's going to go to a fight, then it goes to a fight. He was ready. I would have done the same thing. If I'm going to just emasculate somebody, like if Yayin was in my face or Johnny, right? I would slap the shit out of him. Then I would step back to get in my range, be like, all right, let's see what's up. And you guys would probably be horrified of me because I'm so big and strong and nothing would happen. But you got to step back and, you know what I'm saying? Because if his goal was to just get him back, the dude pulled on his beard, okay. It's a foul for a foul, just like in the real ring. That's why Edgar Berlanga was such a fucking pendejo. You think something's happening to you, do that back to him. You think you're getting hit low or headbutted, do that. Don't bite the motherfucker, which is, by the way, just disgusting. That's just overall a disgusting fucking retaliation, let alone you do a foul for a foul. So that's what Plant did. Just one little slap. He's not going to start teeing off on him because the dude touched his beard. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. What's he supposed to do? Slap him and stand there with his hands down so we can get punched? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I think Ellie probably said Eddie runs off. Ellie probably, Ellie will post the video and then talk over it. See, none of you know, yet you're trying to say, I don't have comprehension. You guys don't even know what he said. See, you guys need to think a little deeper, not just look at things and be like, oh, well, it is. That's how you get to the bottom of shit. You dig deeper. Fine, I know he thinks Ellie did him wrong, but why? What did he post? Is this something he said? Nobody even knows in here. My guess is he probably said it like he normally does. He commentates over his videos. He's probably said some shit like, oh, and he slaps him, then runs away for the hills. He probably says something like that. That'd be my guess. But I don't really watch Ellie like that, so I don't know. I believe that. He's a tank glazer. I remember, I talked to you guys about what he said to me. Relax, I'd pack you up quick. Nah, you definitely wouldn't. Michael D.H. Margarito was a world-class champion. Marco didn't even get 5 fights, please. No disrespect. Come on. Huh? What are you talking about, weirdo? Oh, what was your comment? Because I was talking. I'll look for it. Michelangelo. Didn't you say you welcome back? You only thing you catch in Marco is an ass whooping. I'll fuck you up too. I'll fuck all you up. I'll line you all up and just beat all your asses in a row. All of you. Oh, Ellie only posted the aftermath. He didn't post Caleb slapping Charlo. Okay, that makes sense. I told you guys the story when I talked to Ellie, right? About Fury and Wilder. Did I ever tell you guys that story? I was talking to Ellie on the phone. This was a private conversation. And he was talking about Wilder, and I'm like, you don't like Wilder, dude. Like, and he was talking about Fury, excuse me. He picked everybody to beat Fury. All of them, right? So I was like, you don't like Fury, do you? Like, you picking Chisora, like you pick everybody to beat him. No, we know Chisora's not beating him. Like what? And he told me that there was a story. Did I ever tell you guys a story about a dude? Funny enough, a comedian who I know. And this is all random. He goes, yo, now I'm not going to use his name because he might not want to be called out. And he's a black guy from Chicago. He goes, yo, do you know so and so? He's actually he used to be a comedian. I'm like, yeah, I know him. He's like, well, he loves boxing. I'm like, yeah, I know. We used to talk about boxing. He goes, well, I had him covering Fury versus Stephen Cunningham fight for me in New York, right? So, well, I didn't tell it to everybody, so I'm gonna tell it to people who didn't hear. So this guy was a black guy, covered the Fury. He was covering Fury, talking to Fury before the fight, chilling with him, whatever. So after the fight, he goes out to a bar with Fury and a couple of, I don't know if it was his brothers or friends. Long story short, they're white guys. Elliot said that at the end of that night in the bar, after that fight, Fury and his friends got a little drunk. They ended up beating the shit out of this kid who's black and calling him the N-word and saying racial shit to him while they beat his ass. I was like, what? He's like, yep. So first I'm like, that's crazy. Like, so I hit up the guy because I know him personally. And I was like, yo, what up? I'm like, I just talked to Ellie. Ellie told me about the Tyson Fury story. Before I said that, he's like, yo, what's up, Marco? We were texting because he knows me as a comedy club owner. Like, I was like, yo, but he knows I'm a fighter. And I go, yo, what's up? Oh, good, chilling. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. And then I go, yo, by the way, I just talked to Ellie. He told me about the Fury story. I go, I'd love to have you jump on my show and talk about it. And he just goes, I'm not interested in talking about that story. And then I go, oh, I was like, oh, okay, well, why? What up? He goes, it was good hearing from you, though, Marco. And they stopped responding to me. I was like, okay. So a few months later, somehow it came up. And I'm like, you know what? Let me reach out to him again. Or maybe even like 6 months later. And I played dumb. I played like almost I forgot that I said something to him. So I go, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, he's like, what's up? I'm like, yo, I heard that Fury did some mad racist shit to you. Like, is that true? And he just goes, it was good talking to you, Marco. I'll hit you up when I'm in town. And I was like, I wrote back to him, like, okay, seems like you don't want to talk about this. My bad. And then he didn't say, so he refused to talk about it. So that makes me believe that maybe he got paid off to like, they probably were like an NDA. He might have signed, took a fucking check and signed an NDA maybe. That's kind of crazy. I'm related to Ellie. You're related to DJ Khaled. You might actually be him. Ellie's Jewish. They're here to divide us. Okay, Kanye Jr. Seems like an NDA. That's weird why he refused to talk to me about it. Even on private, like a private conversation. Like weird. So I think it's true. Personally. Ellie is Jewish. Do the math. I don't know what kind of math we're doing here, but Johnny is like Hank Hill. sells Rogaine and Rogaine accessories. Johnny's sitting there with the Rogaine like, nobody believed in this Rogaine. God did. And it just cuts to black. Another one. Alberto was right. Jesus literally called them the synagogue of Satan. Jesus. Got some. What's it called when you don't like Jews again? Anti-Semitic. This is an anti-Semitic chat. Oh, no, we've been calling him Khaled for a while. We've been calling him Khaled for a while. He's a Mexican DJ Khaled. Johnny is a Mexican DJ Khaled with endorsements from Rogaine and Chia. Chia, Johnny. Johnny. Now, the truth is, I know his shit is real. I'm just jealous, but I'm going to keep fucking with him. Ellie is juice box is what they do. Use propaganda. He is very biased, I will say. Like, all jokes aside, he is very biased. Very biased. Not once, like 10 times. Yes, I don't like that. Absolutely. Not once. Once I could deal with. Johnny, take the roast gracefully chant. You guys bully my guy. Ain't nobody bullies me. I'll fuck these guys up. What was I saying before that? Yeah, Ellie's mad biased. Mad biased. Like, I can't believe how certain channels, people who are supposed to be journalists or analysts, are so biased. Like, I could like look, I'm going for Cornflake, right? But I'm not going to sit there and make that twist my brain into thinking he's going to beat this guy, because I don't think he is. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's going to be competitive. But unless maybe Charlo shows up, the 20% I give him of being drunk, maybe. But otherwise, nah. I don't even think he's going to be competitive. But I'd like Cornflake to win. But I'm not going to sit here and twist my audience and my brain into being like, just because I like Cornflake and I'm going for him, that he's a better fighter. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? All right, back to boxing. Mayweather pressed Ellie in the gym 2011 and went viral. I don't remember that. Damn, Jews also always get the U.S. to go for war. Jesus, Alberto. You don't like black people or Jews. Got it. Anything else you don't like there, Adolf? Fucking Adolf. I subscribed from SecBack. I unsubscribed. Okay. Mungia popped dirty. Yeah, he sure did. Ellie is a low-down weasel. He's been checked numerous times. He might be the most biased of the huge channels. Like that I mean, Jesus. That's what he calls himself, man. Trump gonna deport Alberto. Alberto's gonna hear a knocking on his grandmother's basement, and they're gonna pull him out and bring him back to what? Where's he going? Back to Mexico, I guess. Fury kicked Ellie out of his gym, and that's what But Ellie claimed to me personally that he doesn't like Fury because of that story. And look, if that's a true story, then yeah, I don't fucking blame him. Like, that's fucked up. I wish the dude would have told me. This was in a situation where this is the kind of shit I like doing. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I like digging deep and seeing the truth. And I couldn't get any closer to the story than if my man would have actually talked to me about it, who it happened to, but he fucking didn't want to. Look, I can't make him. I wish. What do you mean, wow? You're sitting here fucking Zeke Heiling all these different ethnicities. You're saying wow to me? You think Cornface going to clip Rum Punch? Nah. Belize? Who's from Belize? He doesn't like Devin either? LEB Cat. LEB Cat. Alberto, no due process, buddy. Bye. They can't deport us all Mexicans. We'll be back in a week. Free vacation. Mungia on the Canelo camp. Classic. Word. He's married to Robert Garcia. I got my guy Cornflake. So, don't be biased, right? You're a fucking journalist now, right? Do you really think Cornflake is going to win, Johnny? This is on you. You have a channel. You're trying to build your shit, right? Or are you going for him, which is understandable? Or do you think, from a boxing standpoint, he's going to win? That's what the question is, not who you're going for. Let me hear it. Or let me see it. Ellie is the RGBA nutglee. I don't know what RGBA stands for. Tank would KO Bud? I mean, probably not. I've never seen a Mexican begging for money. I have. I've seen every ethnicity beg for money out here. You guys in California are different. Johnny's been ignoring us. I got 200 on Cornflake. I can send that slip. I believe you. What do you think about the Canelo taco? I don't know. Robert Garcia is the motherfucking man, dude. Yeah, I like him. I like him. Fuck no, we don't. Nobody in their right mind picking Cornflake. We're gonna see. He just said, I got my man Cornflakes. Let's see if that's what he meant. We'll see what he means. I don't want to assume. That statement says he's picking Cornflake to win. Because you say I got my man, that means I got him to win. Not I'm supporting my man or I hope he wins. But let's see what he says. To me, it sounded like he's picking him. But I wanted to ask to be sure. I think Tyrone Davis can pull the upset versus. Okay. If you have to, let's outweigh the number of white and black bums. Well, maybe there's less Mexican homeless people, but never seeing one beg is not true. Should be no juice, no box. All right, I'm done. I'm talking boxing now. History, kind of my thing. The victors write the history. Damn, I like that. When Marco wakes up, I'll give you something to wake up with. A nice knuckle sandwich. Charlo quitting on the stool, more likely than getting KO'd. Because, yeah, you're tapping into a psychological issue. I like it. It's about timing. Charlo is more vulnerable. Oh, I think he's really picking him to win. He's had obvious mental issues and has been inactive. Didn't stop a smaller Benavidez. Might be. Okay, you still didn't answer the question, John Trump. What are you, a politician? Who are you picking? You still didn't pick anybody. He wasn't. He fucking was drunk. But you're not. So you're picking him? Who are you picking to win? Jesus Christ. John, if this boxing doesn't work out, you got a career in politics. Those answers. Terrible. Who did he fight again his last fight? Oh, he fought Benavidez, right? Senior. Well, Benavidez, the brother. Jose Jr. Most are sleeping on Maul. Johnny is being... If Johnny thinks Maul's going to lose, yeah, he's being biased. But whatever. Maybe that's just what he really thinks. Everybody has the right to their opinion. Nobody's wrong with an opinion. You know what I mean? The majority of the people aren't going to say that Cornflake's going to win, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just not what most people think. And not what traditional boxing knowledge would tell you when you look at the two of them. But who the fuck knows? Anybody would put money on this Cornflake for Hitman Charlo fight. I got Flake. Damn. All this talk on my guy. The fuck? Of course I'm picking Cornflake. Damn. Johnny's biased than a motherfucker. Johnny's also biased with Berlanga. You're going to learn, Johnny. You can't keep fucking just rolling with these guys because, you know, you interview them and you think they're cool. Like, there's ways to not upset fighters and give your honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way is, look, Cornflake's my man. I've interviewed him. I've hung out with him. I like him a lot. But I think Charlo's experience and activity not activity, but his experience and his resume will just be might be a little too much. That's the way to say it, where Cornflake won't get mad at you, as opposed to like, oh, Charlo's gonna fuck him. You know, you got to fucking. But if that's what you really believe, then that's what you believe. I don't know if you're just biased or maybe you just have a fucking different opinion. Some people just have different opinions. You know what I mean? It's like the chat saying, oh, the fact that that's the guy you've interviewed a few times and you say how much you like him, it makes it seem very biased, but who knows? Crashing out? How do you crash out? What do you do? Him saying I like upsets is crashing out? Okay. Nobody pricked Rolly. What happened? Picked Rolly. Yeah, why would they? Johnny had the scrappy dude beating Bam Rodriguez. Did he? Johnny, they're all calling you biased, Johnny. Johnny. They're all calling you biased. You have Scrappy beating Bam? Is that true? Okay. If you got Scrappy beating Bam, God bless. Johnny and Ness call each other at night. They're like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Good night. All right, Berlanga," and they hang up. No, you get it? They just pray to Berlanga before they go. Whatever. That wasn't funny. You get where I was going with it, though. I tried. Berlanga has no class. He's insufferable. That's a fact. I never said that. I said I want to see that fight. Stop. Oh, Yayin, you lying? Damn. Big controversy being stirred up here. Did Johnny predict Bam will lose to Scrappy? Charlo definitely wins unless inactiveness kicks in late round, but I'm sure he would come back. You know my opinion on the inactive shit. Is losing base, what? No, I'm playing. Yayin's throwing in the bullshit. Johnny biased. Two-tone is funny as fuck. He is. Berlanga's a personal friend, you cornballs. Word? Personal friend? Do you ever hang out with him? Like just away from boxing? Yayin, you can use a samurai sword in the heavy. Charlo looks bloated. He's done for. I mean, he has to make weight. Johnny also thinks Norman sleeps everyone. Oh, shit. Is that true, Johnny? Johnny, do you think Norman sleeps everybody? Okay, we know you were joking, but what about this Norman one? Okay. What about this Norman one? Oh, I guess that's a yes. Ask Berlanga when those tickets are coming out. Turkey fucking this event up. Word. We all need a friend like Johnny. Except me. See this? This motherfucker picks everybody that he's friends with, but calls me Sonny Edwards. Why don't you be biased towards me not looking like Sonny Edwards? Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, Boots will take care of him. I agree with that. These guys are hating on you. I'm timing all of y'all out on my shows. In a world full of Ellie Secbacks, be a Johnny. Oh, shit. That's good. That's funny. Boots sleeping. Norman, you smoke. You don't think Boots beats Norman? Charlo will win. Norman and Tioga fight belongs to monthly word. Johnny PR repping. That's okay. I would rep the Bulgarian fighters. No, actually, nah, it's not. I don't rep. The only Bulgarian fighter, Kubrat Pulev. No good. Never repped him. Wanted him to be Klitschko because I didn't like Klitschko, but I knew he wouldn't. Needs more Johnnies? He's good for boxing. Norman Jr. will come out with the Vertigo versus... Yeah. Boots is going to make Norman Jr. instant. He's going to give him instant inebriation. It's going to hit him like a fifth of Everclear. Boom. I keep it real, and I'm loyal one to my subscribers and followers. Why don't you rep the Ukrainians? Because I grew up Bulgarian, man. I didn't grow up in any, even though I'm half Ukrainian, technically on my pop side, I didn't grow up in that culture at all. I don't know shit about it. So I don't really consider it part of my culture. Apparently, Pulev versus Michael Hunter for the WBA. Oh, Pulev is literally like 48 years old. Like he's only 2 years younger than me. I think he's 45, 46. That's how you get CTE. Battle of the Track Stars. Haney's not a track star usually. He was his last fight a little bit, but Haney usually, yeah. Shout out to Don King, still making moves. What's up, Lunar? Johnny's as good as it gets with them interviews. No cap. All right. I'll be the judge of that. So when Charlo frosts cornflake, then waters plant. That's good wordplay. What y'all gonna say then? Nothing. He's the best 68-pounder. Well, what else can we say? What else can we say? Don King won the purse bid for Pulev versus Hunter. I mean, okay. Truth is, we all have a little bias in us, but I get it. On paper, Charlo should win. But people that really know me will tell you I love to root for the underdog. It's in my DNA. I think we all like I love seeing upsets too. That's why I want to see Cornflake win, but I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win at all. I don't even think it's going to be really that competitive. But, like, literally, I think he's going to get it. This is my prediction. Charlo wins, not competitive. Now, that could be a lot of things that fall under the bracket of not being competitive, but it's just, I don't think it's going to be competitive. But I hope I'm wrong. I would love Cornflake to fucking sleep his ass. That would be dope. The Great White Hope. It's going to be dope. Let him knock that dude out, and he'll start to mope. That was a Dr. Seuss rhyme. I apologize. Apologies. If the old Charlo shows up, I would agree, but again, that's a big if. Sure is. I think he might be drunk. If he's drunk, Cornflake has a chance of knocking Rum Punch out. Charlo versus Cornflake is a Navy SEAL versus a baby SEAL. Damn. Mental needs to be right. That's a fact. I knew that personally, man. The only times I look like shit is when I didn't want to be in there. What's a bigger upset? Cornflake KOing Charlo or Sorase? Cornflake. Because Saras was fucking undefeated. Yeah, only 4 knockouts, but he was undefeated. Cornflake's lost a bunch of times. Well, not a bunch, but what, 2 or 3? Something like that? Marco, did you think Rolly had a chance before? No. Well, yeah, a chance, yes, but I was going for Ryan, of course. Go Flake. Y'all had me dying on the panel TV earlier. Well, why? What we say? I got Mungia over Macumbi. He's too smart and full of testosterone. Marco, did you send drinks to Charlo's room the day before? That's what we should do. Send it the day of the fight to make sure he comes in drunk. Send him a couple Long Island iced teas. Get him right. You had Canelo beating Edgar? Well, that's good. Ness was doing the cha-cha. Marco was frozen. Ryan was looking for snakes. And Treese was making orders at the D. I don't understand. Frozen, I just sat there, yes. Cha-cha, because he was running, okay. Looking for snakes? That I don't get. And taking orders at the DT, I don't get either. So I don't get the last 2 of those. But I do have Edgar beating Shiraz. I do not. I have Edgar losing. But I'm going to say 60-40. Like, I'm not, you know how I am. I don't come in with absolute predictions because that's ridiculous. None of us know what's really going to happen. But so I do percentages. I got 60-40 Edgar losing. But as you see, that's close. That's not 90-10 or 80-20. It's 60-40. It's almost even. But I got Edgar losing. And if he wins, good. I want him to fucking rep for NYC. I want that to happen. We need more New York City fighters. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once he wins a couple big ones, he'll stop acting so fucking like ratchet. He'll just be like, he probably is a cool guy if he just lets his real personality comes out, not puts on that fucking annoying like thug act. You need to be on the panel. What's up, Chase? Tonight. You come on tonight. If you could fit me in your schedule, your busy schedule. I can see De Los Santos sleeping. Keyshawn, what are your thoughts? Yeah. I think Keyshawn's going to lose. But I have thought that 2 times before, and I'm wrong every time. But this will be the real test. If he can get by De Los Santos and do it convincingly, that's going to, in my opinion, put Keyshawn up where I didn't think he was just yet. But I think I think he has the tools. I just need to see it. He's not, because visually he doesn't stand out. He's not throwing mad fast, mad power. He's not crazy footwork. He's very kind of fundamentally basic, but he gets the job done. So if he could beat this guy, I'd be like, okay, like a Ward. I never thought Andre Ward was much, but he kept winning and winning. And then you start saying, oh, he gets the job done without the flash. And that's what I see with Keyshawn. He gets the job done, but there's no flash. And the flash is what catches us early on in a career. So there's 2 ways to make it in my book, to get up in my radar. Either the flash to catch me early, or getting the job done repeatedly that catches me later. Edgar going to get countered. Marco, name a person who won more and became less cocky. It's a good point. Good point. Good point, but it might drop his insecurity because I feel like he doesn't know if he belongs deep down inside Edgar at this point. I really do. And that's okay. A lot of us are like that. So I think it might drop his insecurity when he knows he belongs, and he might tone it down a little bit. But you're right, Yayan. They usually get more cocky. I have a female prospect, Amanda Sendejo, on tonight for an interview. She's 1-0, and she's a sweetheart. People are loving her as she grows. I also predict her to beat Anthony Joshua, Crawford, and Canelo. See what I did there? The bias thing? All right. Not funny. I tried. Keyshawn doesn't show power. Not crazy off the charts power, no. Punch, yes, good power, not excellent. Not to me. 9 p.m. Tune in to J-Bone Capone interviewing the lady. Bro, never seen him fight. Kiss my ass. You're going to see me fight you. My weight? Why? You want to buy me pants? De Los Santos got those quick counters if Edwin can. Telling you. And he's a southpaw. I'm a weasel? That's not very nice. Why do you call me a weasel? Apparently, Virginia repealed its 10-pound hydration rule. So Santos versus Keyshawn might be more competitive. Yeah, right? It's fucking rude. I gotta deal with my kids when your show goes on. You know that. Are you going to Shakur Zepeda if I get approved? And I forget where it is. Oh, yeah. If I get approved. I applied, but I don't know if they're going to approve me. Queen Amin might jump on Johnny to get a female. I haven't seen Amin in a minute, right? I mean, I was gone from TBV for a few months. Did Amin come on at all in that time? Why didn't he? I guess the same reason Shakur didn't throw punches. They were both being mad, like cautious. Ducks my shows. I even sent him a link once, and he ignored me. You send me a link once is the key word. And again, I'm with my kids at that point. So Amin's gone. So yes, he hasn't come on, but I see him. He puts on those. He always starts the same way. Tonight's action comes to you from. He always starts that way. He always says tonight's action comes from you, and he So I see he's doing his videos, so he's still engaged. Maybe did he have a beef with Ness or something? Yeah, me, yeah. And I'm wrapped until almost until 9:30, 10 every night. Sometimes I'm dealing with the kids and I start my own show late because of it. When was the last time though? But if Shakur doesn't have the power, Amin got a new. Oh, he did? Well, that'll explain it. What's going on? He got caught for, I guess, taking testosterone replacement. Yeah, we'll do the raffle. Anybody else wants to throw in, get a last minute. I think Chase is gonna win though, man. Chase buried you suckers. Uh, 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 I don't even want to think about that. That's so depressing. Ah, man. Let's see. No. And you don't because the last one you didn't put 5 in. Yayin. It's only CJ, Robert Gallegos, Jesus Gonzalez, and Chase Durr. So only 4 people. Yeah, remember, I give you guys free raffle tickets if you put 5 in the previous. And the last one was the first one where I guess you didn't give a fuck, so you don't have a raffle ticket, no. Johnny, you want to go low with Nick talk? Huh? I know, man. We really are. I'm winning that bobble. I don't know. I think Chase is going to get it. Johnny, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm fucking ashamed of yourself. 50 years old, grew up before the Nets were in Brooklyn, grew up when all we had was the Knicks. And you're writing Go Pacers. Very sad. I'm definitely put more than 5 on Tyson gloves. Nah. The last one we did was the Tyson raffle. You only put 1, 2, 3. 3. Now, maybe you gave some of yours away. Did you? Or you might have gave them away. So that would be 5, huh? Remind me, then I'll add you too. Fuck it, I'll add you anyway. I think you gave them away, right, Yayan? You gave away a couple of yours on the last one? Because I only have you as 2 here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So I added you. I added you for 1. You got your 1. Yeah, he did. And not when he says this shit, though. This shit will make me remove it. I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, born in Brooklyn, baby. Again, when you were born, Jonathan, I don't even know that's your full name, they were the New Jersey Nets. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. John Scrappy. I met him before in person, Scrappy. He's real short. He has like mad tattoos, right? Real flashy kind of dude. And that's more understandable. That's understandable. You moved to Florida, but you're a New York dude, man. You got to keep that shit. Keep it in the roots. To Broner. The winner is Broner. 9 p.m. Oh, what's up, Bailey? I didn't see you. I mean, I did see you. I didn't realize it was you, though, because I'm about to wrap this shit. I got to get my daughter. Got to get my daughter. Can't trust a Puerto Rican. I don't think Johnny is his real name. What's your real name, Johnny? What's your birth name? John? Are there Puerto Ricans named John? There are. John Ruiz. Yeah, there's some of them. Maybe his real name is something totally different. Before we close the show out, let's guess what Johnny's real name, his birth name is on his birth certificate. What do we think? I think it's something mad exotic, like Hernicio. I think his name is Hernicio Garcia. Just mad exotic. And he didn't like being called Hernicio, so he's like, just call me Johnny. And so they did that. What do we think? Carlos, okay. Juanito, okay. Jonathan, next night. Hector. Hector. I think it's Hector. Is it John? It's not Hernicio or Hector? Or Juanito? Okay. Okay. We don't believe you, but that's cool. Okay. Juanísimo. Shakur's boxing form of fighting rules is an art which makes fighting. And that's where Jersey and the Barclays war zone. Yep, that's a fact. The Barclays was a war zone. How you know, man? Where are you from again? Okay, that was a little racist, so I apologize. Let me hit myself.
Oh, that's racist.
Apologies. Do I look like a fucking Hector? I'm not going to answer that because I'm too white, but somebody else could answer that. Does Johnny look like a Hector? Being a Magic fan is, that's what I'm saying. But, hey, man. Ignacio. Yo, Ignacio's hangout spot. Yo, if I picture Johnny like if he had my hairline for real and his name was Ignacio and he's just like pictures like Ignacio's hangout spot and it's just him like this with the horseshoe that I have. That's just really funny to me for some reason. Oh man. Whew, that was funny. He does not look like a Hector. Okay. So I support the home team. What home? Because your home is New York. Your home ain't fucking Jersey. I know what you mean, though. Brooklyn. Question is, what does Hector look like? I'm not answering that. You're not roping me into no racist shit. But thank you for trying. That is called attorney entrapment. You just committed first-degree entrapment. You tried to. I'm not falling for it. Fuck that. Marco looks like Richard. We can all call him Dick. That's mean. I will break it down for y'all on my show for all y'all dudes sitting in the back of the room. The back of the bus? I gotta get my daughter. Appreciate you guys. Catch you tonight at 10. Johnny, if I am around earlier, I'll try and jump on your shit. Otherwise, jump on mine when you're done. Peace, everybody.